Here's the top things to know about the new Festool angle guide system. It will easily attach to any of your Festool tracks by sliding it halfway onto the track, aligning this key, and sliding it the rest of the way on, and then locking it in place with this latch. And now if we flip it over, you can see here, this ledge on the guide creates a perfect 90 with your track. And it has a 10mm overhang, so you can hook the track down and place it on the edge of your material, creating a 90-degree cut. And there's two ways to lock the guide in place. The first is by sliding a clamp over one of these ledges here and locking it in place. And the second is if you flip this over, you'll see right down here is a notch where you can slide one of your clamps in and clamp down on your material from the underside. As you can see, it goes up to 60 degrees on both sides and can easily be adjusted by loosening this knob, sliding to the angle you need, and tightening it back down. And then you can hook it in place and you're ready to make angle cuts. The next cool feature to point out are these two deals right here. And they're two 20mm dogs that you can slide out and then flip the guide over and then slide into the bottom side of the guide and tighten down, which extends the height of this fence right here for times when you're cutting multiple pieces of plywood or rounded stock and this edge isn't sufficient. And the last thing to mention is this extension fence. Using these extenders, it easily slides into the guide fence and locks in place with these screws. And that does two main things. It drastically extends the size of this bottom fence, so when you're working with longer pieces, you have a longer fence to reference off of. It's also marked with measurements and has a sliding measurement stop for repeatable cuts, which allows you to do as many cuts as you need without a pencil or a measuring tape. And then you can just put the track in place, slide the fence up against the stock, and then move it over until it hits your measurement stop, and then make as many cuts as you need.